Right, so we're here for the 5.7 special program, and it seems like we're going to be in for quite the treat since we're getting the Dane quest and our siblings. So again, we are in for quite a treat. And it seems like this is going to be taking place in Natland, and it's called Space and Time for You. So whether or not they're going to explore like Eastroth or something along those lines, we're going to have to wait and see. But I'm super excited. But yeah, with all that to the side, let's see what the special program has to offer. Because again, they are giving us a lot more information on the shades now, so it wouldn't surprise me if we get Doomsday, a fitting name indeed. Oh, here we go. Oh, suckers. I'm guessing this is in Canria. Ooh, okay, liver fate mentioned.
これほど大規模で広範囲な動きを見せるのは初めてだ。まるでナタ相手に戦争を仕掛けようとしてるような。宇宙船スリープポット? Seems like we're getting a lot on our sibling. The spaceship, the one that brought you to Tevat? What? 数ヶ月の間で42の星が消えた。何者かがずうずうしくもこの世界から吸い取っているのだ。Bro, oh, we're getting some great lore here. みんなもそう言ってるわ。彼女の存在を無視し続けたら、いつか本当に彼女の声が聞こえなくなってしまうからね。すぐそこにいるじゃない。お前の魂は欠けていた。God, she looks so good. 傷口にはアビスに侵食された跡が見られる。アビスの力の使い方を学ぶつもりもないのなら、私が代わりに調べる。Sick, dude. Holy! Okay, Skirk. Animations popping off. Sick. And the Dahlia. Let hymns of praise cast the winds. Another femboy to add to the arsenal. God, I'm so excited, man. And we're getting some new areas as well. That's very nice. Her ascent continues. Definitely had the name. Can we see him? Ooh, okay. Oh, we're getting so much Abyss lore. Sick. Who was that though? She looked unique. Oh, I'm so excited, man. What is going on? How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal? Oh, I'm so excited, man. Seems like we're getting a lot of our sibling as well. It's not going to be a one-off thing. Oh, that is amazing. That is what you love to see. Master Skirk. Okay. So it seems like we're getting a lot of Abyss and Canria lore here. Whether or not that's going to go into detail about when we first arrived into Tevat. Because even Paimon mentioned that we came in from a spaceship. Which, that's new, I think. That's never been mentioned before. And we saw a lot of that red sky, which we know is, you know, related to Canria and our sibling with what they saw back then. So we're probably going to get more added onto that, which is always amazing to hear. It seems like Skirk and Dane are going to be playing some huge roles in this.
Impact version 5.7 special
They look
program.
adorable.
I am Aileen Mythen, the voice of Dahlia, and hosting with me today we have...
Hey everyone, I'm Cat Pratano, rhymes with Capitano, the voice of Child's Master, Skirk.
No,
And
the
I'm
cat.
Tatiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malika.
Yeah, well,
I wonder if
after seeing
Mavwika's
that
gonna be
trailer,
like,
this
playing a
version
role in
seems
this.
absolutely stacked. We're getting the next installment of the Twins quest in this version.
Because I want to really see Dane interact with like Archons.
And let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys.
Yes, sir.
I cannot wait to see how all these stories unfold.
Her moveset
Her
looked
first
really fun
appearance
as well.
left quite the impression, didn't it? So mysterious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Eating
pretty sure
child
that
into the
interaction left
abyss.
us all with far
Well, for
more
the portal
questions
anyway.
than answers.
Yeah, I mean, she did give us a few clues about herself, though. Remember? In the Primordial Sea at the end of the Fontaine Archon quest?
Right.
Go on, show it to
Something
us.
about the remains of a
The yeet.
descendant, the foul, the visionary. I
Mm.
feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
I definitely need to touch
I
up on a
mean,
bit on
that's
that
fair.
lore though.
So far, all we know
Been a
about her
bit.
past is that she trained under the foul Sertology.
Mhm.
So, Sertology
Hopefully we get
isn't
some
just
more lore in him as
ordinary
well.
mentor.
Oh, definitely not.
One of the
Dainsleif revealed
sinners.
that Sertology is one of the 5 sinners of Conria and someone who possesses all-encompassing power. Imagine training under someone like that. No walk in the park, let me tell you.
Well, maybe that
I'm
explains
so glad
how
we're getting more of this
aloof and
information
different
now.
Stark seems to be. Seriously though, her demeanor is stone cold in a way that's almost otherworldly.
Being brought to
or
the surface.
Yeah, it's kind of cold as ice, right? Right?
Oh,
But I mean, you know,
yeah?
the important
She was a
thing
lot more
is,
targeted
this time,
targeted
we
than I
should be
thought
able
she
to
would
get
be
some
though.
answers, right?
Oh,
But that's
I hope
because she
so.
deemed her
Yes,
strong.
please.
And she's
I
getting
am
a story
dying to
quest.
learn more about her
Nice.
past.
Okay, then be sure to check out her story quest where the Traveler and Skirk's paths will cross once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues about her past and the world
Really?
of Tavad as a whole, so don't miss out.
That's
So
important.
Liyue is where we run into Skirk this time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it? In such a normal location.
Right?
Just vibing.
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an instrument?
Oh.
I mean, in my mind, she's like this, you know, ice queen.
Paimon's
but,
asleep as well.
here
Alone,
she actually looks
alone time with Skirk. Let's
emotional.
go.
Yeah.
I mean, there's almost a
Yeah.
sadness there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like that instrument means a lot to her.
Oh,
Yeah,
you don't
this'll be
even
tied
know.
to her
It
past.
sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like this, well, that's something travelers can uncover for themselves. What
Interesting.
I can reveal is, after encountering a mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like Skirk is the only one who can
Don't know why
help.
the subtitles
Which
are
means
flickering.
the only way to resolve
Sorry
the
about that.
situation is for the two to work together.
Okay, Slay.
God, her
so we're
sword
teaming up
looks
with
so
Skirk,
sick as
huh?
well.
Okay, but like, am I the only one who's a little intimidated?
What? Intimidated by Skirk?
Just a little.
She's only a mysterious sword master with insane fighting skills and an unbreakable stone cold exterior. Seriously though, with their ability to wield various elements and their abyssal purification powers, I think.
So
the
I don't think we're going to be
Traveler can hold her own.
seeing Skirk and
it'll be
Dane
fine, no
interact. I think
problem.
they're going to be two separate things, which is unfortunate, but maybe.
Okay, well,
You never know.
now I'm curious how she got that strong. I mean, okay, she reined in her master's pet, the all-devouring narwhal, like
Yep.
it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've only seen a fraction of what she can do.
True.
I mean,
and
if one
just
of her
like the
masters
truth
is one of the
about her
sinners,
past,
makes
that's
sense.
a question travelers will need to answer for themselves in game. So get ready to play. But considering Skirk and the Traveler will need to fight side by side, let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
Yeah, I want to see more of this though, because her moveset looks fun. Oh, I got the Narwhal boss music as well. Sick.
I'll
What a
only demonstrate this one.
Banging OST.
Annihilate.
Bow, 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 bow.
Merciless.
God, it's so good.
Another frog goes out.
Listening to that for the first time was
As
peak.
Child's master and someone capable of training in the abyss, Skirk's combat skills are truly something special. First, it's worth pointing out.
I wonder if she can
Skirk
float as well, 'cause
doesn't
she
use
did,
a
like,
vision.
glide at one
Her
point.
powers come from the abyss, but In the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature.
That's how they
And in
explain it.
addition, Skirk's attacks do not rely on elemental energy. She uses a special kind of energy known as serpent subtlety instead.
Really?
And when you tap her elemental skill, Skirk gains
That's
a certain
interesting.
amount of energy and enters a special combat state, signaled by her change in outfit, which is very cute, might
So
I add.
sick.
While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state
Yep.
also
Glad I
increases
pulled for
her
a Scoffy
resistance
as well.
to interruption and attack
Big
AoE.
buffs.
And when cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple void rifts will appear on the field.
Hmm.
Skirk can use her charged attack or her special elemental
God,
burst to
reading
absorb
her
void rifts.
lore
And
after
unleashing a
leveling
special
her up
elemental
is going to be
burst, her
super
normal
interesting.
attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts absorbed.
Aw, heck yeah. So it's kind of like the more she fights, the stronger she gets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so she's gonna be on
Plus,
field for a
holding her
very long
elemental
time then.
skill is another option. When there are void rifts on the field, holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk to
Was she
absorb
dual blading there?
and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver
Okay.
around the battlefield. Once she
Aura
has
farming.
enough energy, she can unleash her elemental burst to deal consecutive slashes
Such a
of
cold
AoE
burst as well.
damage.
I see. So she's a unit you can keep on the field for a long time, or take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
Mm-hmm. Pairing her with Hydro and Cryo characters also further enhances
There it is,
her
the
abilities.
Farina and
if
the
your team is
Scoffier pair up.
comprised entirely of Hydro and Cryo characters, your party members' elemental skill level will be increased by 1.
Whoa. So she
Yeah, really
enhances her
pushing for
party
that
members'
team
skills,
setup, eh?
too. Once a mentor, always a mentor, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like Tartaglia had a great teacher.
Oh, he sure did.
And I love the look of her camouflaged abyssal powers.
Right.
The special effects are incredible.
Right? And when she enters her special combat state, her outfit changes too. Okay, slay.
Okay, we do have an
Looks a
English
little more
voice actor
suited
for her,
battle,
so
don't you
that's
think?
good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but
So it
obvious.
seems like travelers can approach combat in 2 ways.
That is
then.
the dumbest
She
thing
can
I've
use
ever
her
said.
special combat
My
state
bad.
to dish out damage
I'm
with
very
cryo-infused
tired.
attacks and heighten this damage by absorbing void rifts with her special elemental burst. Or after other Hydra and Cryo party members have generated void rifts, you can
Start
take
the
to
video from
field
the
to
beginning,
quickly absorb them
cut it
and
out.
build up energy to unleash powerful slashes with her normal elemental burst.
Yeah, both seem really, really useful. And since Cryo and Hydro characters enhance Skirk's skills, there are tons of team comp possibilities here.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, hey, speaking of, what
You
about
need a
Dahlia?
Scoffier.
He's a Hydro character, right? Sounds like he could be a good fit for Skirk.
Oh, I think you're onto something here. We got to know him. a bit
Brunier and
during the
Scoffier are
Mondstadt
definitely gonna be her
interlude.
best, like,
He's
pair
so
up, though.
refined, but also kind of mischievous at the same time. One thing we haven't seen though is what he can do in combat. Want to give us the scoop?
I mean,
Aileen?
You
if
got
he's
it.
a friend
You
of
are
Venti,
in
of
for a
course
treat.
he's
Let's
a little gremlin. Just part of the femboy squad.
This should be fun! Hey!
I'm guessing he's also going to be a support then if he's being paired up with Skirk. Seems like it was a shielder there, though.
Okay, so Dahlia is a Hydro Sword user and support character who can use his elemental burst to provide a Hydro shield for his teammates.
Oh, it's like the shield appears in response to his prayer.
Yes, and for a certain period of time, after unleashing his elemental burst, Dahlia can gain stacks of benison by hitting enemies with normal attacks or triggering freeze reactions.
There
so
it
when
is.
his shield breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of benison to summon it again, allowing him to continuously protect his party members and to
Okay.
increase their resistance to interruption.
Heck yeah.
At least it's a good
And after
shielder.
unlocking a
Especially if you have
specific
Farina on
tag,
your team that's draining
Dahlia
HP.
can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character, allowing them to dish out
Ooh.
damage even
More attack
faster.
speed.
Oh, nice.
Very
So
nice.
he can help us attack without interruption and increase our attack speed. Sounds like a huge help.
And with his his elemental skill, Dahlia summons Sacramental Shower and places it in a designated location.
Oh.
His summon has different
Okay.
effects depending on who comes into contact with it.
Just a little
So,
jump.
for example, if it's an enemy, Sacramental Shower will explode, dealing AoE hydro damage to surrounding enemies. But if a nearby party member comes into contact with it,
I feel like he's going to be a lot,
Sacramental Shower will
probably off field for
propel them
quite a bit.
high into the air, allowing them to evade enemy attacks while gaining an aerial
Ah,
advantage.
so he's also encouraging plunging.
Okay.
Let's go.
So
Nice.
he's like really reliable in combat, even though he seems kind of mischievous the rest of the time.
No, really.
Imagine doing that in
Yes,
public,
he
just
definitely
throwing
does.
throwing
He
like a
has
jump pad
little
underneath him.
mischievous thing going on. I still remember all his teasing towards Venti during the Mondstadt interlude.
Oh.
But at the same time, he's also supposed to be the one who communicates with the will of Barbados, right? I'm not sure what to make of their dynamic.
Bang a song.
Well, I guess first and foremost, he's Venti's friend, right? But even though he likes to tease, he's serious about his position as the herald of Barbados.
He did drop
one
an
more thing about
interesting
his
line
abilities.
though about
When
Venti.
Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is increased during the day.
Oh.
Hey, all the
Okay,
better to,
I mean, I'll take the buff,
spread
I
the
guess.
word of Barbados, praise Barbados, right? Is that how that works? Well, anyway, it's obvious he really cares about the people of Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exactly, he definitely does. Besides, his mischievous nature keeps things a little bit interesting, don't you think? It's one of my favorite things about him.
Aww.
Aw.
Well,
He might give
now
us
that we've
some more
introduced
information
our
on
two
Venti
new
as well.
characters for version 5.7,
In his voice
we
lines.
should probably
Hopefully.
let travelers know when they can add them to their parties.
Can do. Let's jump right into the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.7, we'll have event wishes for Skirk and Shenhe.
That better be
Dahlia
on
will
this.
also enjoy
Okay,
a
thank
drop
God.
rate boost on the first half banners.
Ooh.
Plus,
Huge.
The new 5-star sword.
I am
Azure
low-key
Light,
tempted to
will be
pull for
featured
this.
on the weapon
I normally don't
banner.
pull for weapons,
And
but
in the second half of version
who knows?
5.7, we'll have returning event wishes for Mawika and Emily.
Yippee!
rest
Pretty
in
fire.
rest in peace,
All right,
Emily.
That's it for the event wishes. Let's talk about the story content travelers can
Got the
look forward
Yoimiya
to
treatment.
in the new version.
Ooh, okay. This is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set the scene. During
Right.
their travels, the traveler comes across evidence that seems to suggest their sibling was in Natlan.
Oh, wait up.
Hmm.
I see Dainsleif. As we all know, that means things are about to get complicated.
Things are about to
Yup,
get
very
hyped.
True.
Oh, I love Dainsleif. From this image, it looks like
The end of the
sky has
journey
been
is also
slashed
its
in
beginning.
two,
Time
and
is
there's some
meaningless.
kind of
You and I are
rift
clearly
that
looking at the
connects
same
the
view.
abyss.
Space is
And the
meaningless.
traveler and their sibling are in different spaces.
Until your destiny and
but they
mine
can still
collide
sense
and
each other's
twine all those
presence.
threads together.
Yes, I feel like the
Mm.
tension is palpable.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, there was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Oh, yeah.
Although, we don't know what our sibling has been up to since then.
Hmm.
Bear did tell us that the Loom of Fate has been completed. Of course.
Yeah, we
still
just don't
how
really know what
powerful it
she's
is,
using it for.
or what's
All
needed to
our
activate
siblings
it.
using it for
Well,
anyway.
call me crazy, but I feel like we're gonna find out soon.
Maybe.
It seems like all parties are converging in one place, Natlan.
Mhm.
So maybe
And then
that's
after
where we can
that,
get some
it's
answers.
Nod
And I
Krai,
know one
which
thing
is
travelers
huge.
will encounter in Natlan. A young woman dressed in peculiar clothing.
Yeah, she's
hiding
interesting.
Out in a cave.
We haven't seen this clothing
It's
before,
not just
I'm
her clothing
pretty
that's
sure.
special, though. Look at her eyes.
Camria.
Wait, is she?
The plot, it thickens. Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full force in
Got a bit too-
Natlan, it
bit too
must
excited
mean
there.
there's been a new development in our siblings' grand plan.
Yup, and the Pyro
Another-
Archon and our other friends from Natlan are on
Oh, we are
high
getting
alert. But
Mavwika.
the people of Natlan won a war against the Abyss itself. There's no universe where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan unchecked.
Well, if
Please, can we get
an altercation with
Mavwika and
the
Dane
Abyss Order is in the
together?
cards, I know who's gonna
Oh,
be on the front
Dane is
lines.
beating Yansan, though.
Twilight Sword himself, of course.
Ooh.
I mean, I can see it now. Dainsleif going all one-man army and rushing straight into action.
We
Seems
actually
about right.
will get to see it this time
Wh-
because our
what?
old friend Dainsleif is going to help us defeat the
Okay,
rifts in
Dainsleif
a manner
might be
we've
playable
never seen
then.
before.
Okay.
Huge.
This is not a drill, everyone. We finally get to see him in action.
Let's go!
Okay. Free summon.
As the Traveler and Dainsleif venture deep into
Okay, man, they're getting us prepared for Dane.
His special abilities firsthand.
Oh, sounds like there's going to be a lot of obstacles between us
Bro,
and
people are
finding
gonna be
out the deal with our
screaming over that.
But we've faced the Abyss Order before. We can do this. I have no doubt Travelers will come out on top.
Oh yeah.
I guess, but the other question is, can we stop whatever our sibling is planning?
Probably not.
What are their true goals? What does their plan mean for Teyvat? This quest might hold some very important answers.
I am so
'Cause it seems-
excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new
Because it seems
phase.
like they're in like a
Let's
different
define our
dimension, or they can just like
Yes,
switch over whenever
seems
they
like
want.
It's not as simple as just finding them anymore. There's a lot more at stake.
Oh, for sure. So this is definitely
Like
one
we
to
can't
look
find them
forward
alone. We
to.
need Dane's help.
All right. I think this is a good place to stop and take our first break.
Yeah, I need a sec to digest all that information.
Man, actually getting
Check it
to
out the
summon
second
Dane
projection
in a
code,
fight
Travelers.
though.
We'll see you on the other side.
See ya.
That is a very good sign that he's going to be playable though. Your space time. So hopefully we don't get a Dane death. Have we heard this OST before? That seems new.
All right, welcome back, travelers. Now that we've introduced the
Free
new characters and
Cephals.
quests, it's time to jump into the version 5.7 events.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go.
First up on the docket is an event that takes us back to Sumeru, where the Academia has developed a simulated adventure game.
Battle of Imagined
Travelers will need to
Arrays.
select various companion pieces to form teams and enhance their skills as they face off against various opponents.
thought that was a throne in the
board
back
game-style
there.
Environment.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. You can go the rainforest route or the desert route. Each path has its own story and level of difficulty. And at the end of each adventure, travelers will face formidable opponents that require a certain level of strength to defeat.
Oh, so how do we make sure we're ready?
Well,
I'll take the
travelers can
primos.
enhance the strength of their pieces in several ways. Besides enhancing the pieces themselves, travelers might notice that the pieces are divided into species. Go to
Oh, look at
battle
that,
with
the
a
fun
lot
guys
of
are coming
pieces of
back.
the same species, and you can trigger unique species features. The higher the feature level, the stronger your pieces become.
Yeah. I'm thinking an all-Saurian team could be cool. Oh, and it looks like you can also
Okay,
assign
just put a bunch of
equipment to your
units on the
pieces to make them
board and
stronger.
just
Yeah,
let it
that's
do
right.
its thing.
And random events and
Easy.
encounters will occur during the adventure, which travelers can resolve to earn helpful rewards, like extra adventure coins, which travelers can use in the shop to purchase pieces to improve their lineup. Travelers can also open chests to get all kinds of useful
I don't think
equipment.
like any of
Plus,
these texts
defeating
would
formidable
contain anything
opponents along
important.
the route will allow you to unlock
You never
secret
know, though. There
techniques
might
that
be,
can
like,
help increase the
a few
strength
rare
of your
ones.
entire team.
Ooh. Of course, certain encounters can also derail your plans.
Oh yeah.
Ah, so there are also situations where it all comes down to luck.
Yeah,
classic
so I
RNG.
think travelers will have a lot of fun dealing with the unexpected in this event.
It's a real test of tactical thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, there's more to this event than just the battle stages.
Oh.
Travelers can also participate in
Ah.
research stages that involve guiding Paimon to harvest fruit. Complete these stages
I forgot
to
the
increase
name.
your speculation level
Candy
and
Crush?
unlock
That's it.
additional buffs for your team.
So we actually get to put Paimon to work.
Finally.
Yup, and of course, completing this event will
Round of
reward
insight.
travelers with all
Very
sorts
nice.
of goodies, including primo gems and the chance
Gonna need
to
those
invite
for Skirk.
Sekos to their parties.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. In this next event, an old friend and genius inventor from Fontaine is back and better than ever with a new and improved turret.
Let me guess, he needs us to clear out monsters in an abandoned
Yeah,
ruin
yeah, I
again?
definitely remember
Yeah,
him.
that's right.
Totally.
But this time, travelers will face more formidable enemies than just slimes.
Whoa, that Somatril can give shields to its allies.
Okay, I actually
Yeah, but don't
somewhat
worry.
remember this
With
event.
this new and improved turret, we can use several new kinds of cannonballs to help clear out our opponents.
Oh, nice.
For example, grape shots split into smaller bullets when fired are good for taking
God,
out
Delilah,
multiple enemies at once. And directed piercing shots can be
I'm
used
sorry,
to take
I'm-
down shields
I'm so
or target
tired.
enemies
I
hiding
can't
in
pronounce
the
their name
corner.
right.
Oh, sounds like the type
Dahlia's
of event where you can really
voice
let
actor
loose and relieve some
sounds
stress.
Oh,
so familiar.
definitely. But
I'm gonna have to
strategic
check
ammunition
what other
choices
work
will
she's
help you
done.
Clear out the battlefield even faster.
So far, we've introduced events you have to tackle solo, but this next event gives travelers the chance to work as a team. In Reminiscent Regimen Frenzy, travelers will get to team up with other players
No,
to tackle
co-op.
challenges
My
made
worst
up
enemy.
of 3 stages, each with unique objectives.
Ooh, it'll be cool seeing what characters everyone chooses. Could make for some interesting team comps.
Well, there's a theme
Just
associated
trying to
with
make
each
that
challenge,
Hydra
so
cryo
your best
team.
bet is to choose a character whose skills are suited to the objective.
Oh.
But of course, every character has their strengths. Each stage also has smaller objectives that require teams to work together and combine their skills. Completing these submissions can grant buffs to your own
Let's be real,
entire team.
you're barely going to be
In
working
addition,
together. Everyone's
at the
just going to
beginning of each
be
challenge,
main
your team will be
DPSing for the
assigned
entire
random
thing.
regimens to complete. Once you make it through the final stage, your team will receive additional frenzy stars based on your regimen completion status.
Yep, and remember, regiments benefit the entire team. It doesn't matter who completes them.
Okay, so not saying I need to do this or anything, but in theory,
God, I cannot
you
wait
could
to rewatch that
kinda
trailer, though.
Close to the finish line if you needed to.
Yeah. You could,
Okay.
in theory. But I think all travelers have something to contribute.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's about how you work together. That's the joy of
Yeah,
co-op.
guys,
I feel like
working
co-op is
together.
its own
That's
kind of
definitely what's going to be
motivation,
happening.
too. No one wants to let the team down.
For sure. And this time, teamwork is more important than ever. Because in this iteration of the event, dire difficulty is even more challenging.
Ooh, that means whether it comes to character selection or combat strategy, coordination is more important
I'm
than
taking my
ever.
primos and I'm leaving.
Good luck, travelers. Should be a fun one. All right, now I'm very excited to announce a new permanent event called Stygian
Oh,
Onslaught.
permanent?
In this event, travelers will be able
Ooh.
to farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as obtain artifact customization items for free.
Really?
For free.
A new permanent event. Okay, we need details now.
All right. Each update will feature a challenge that is split into 3 phases, each featuring unique mechanics with 5 difficulty
I'm
levels to
gonna have
choose
to
from.
look more into this then
Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo
when I'm
gems,
more awake, so I
artifacts,
can
and
digest it better.
valuable items for targeted artifact enhancement.
Okay, so you said we'll be able to farm artifacts more freely? What does that mean exactly?
So we can
It
farm
means
artifacts on
the
any other
artifact
day?
drops aren't set in stone, and you can
Oh, no,
switch
wait.
where they come from. For the first 10 days after the event begins, the leyline disturbance will be an
No, that's
outbreak
only for the
state.
talent
During
materials.
this
God,
period,
I'm
travelers who clear any stage
not
at
all
level
there
3
today.
difficulty or higher can expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the leyline blossom at the end of the stage. And before the stage begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the artifact drops to come from.
Right, so travelers can also tackle the stages in co-op, right? So you can still farm with friends.
Yes. And
Okay.
you'll be rewarded
My
with
brain
additional
needs to be more
artifacts
awake
every time
to
you
fully
consume a certain
digest this.
amount of resin.
Okay, the amount of hours I'm about to pour into this thing. Lock me in and throw away the key, honestly.
Oh my god, you make it sound like you're in prison.
I mean, we can also get
mentioned
primos
something
from it, so
about
that's nice.
Targeted artifact enhancement, Katiana. What's that about?
Yeah, right. So version 5.7 is introducing a new artifact-related item, Dust of Enlightenment.
Okay.
Ooh. What is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it to turn out kind of less
Flat
than ideal.
defense, love to see it.
So this item is designed to help with that. So, Artifact 101, right? We all know every 4 levels, a random substat gets enhanced as you raise an artifact to level 20. But it doesn't always turn out the way you want.
So you...
So this item allows you to re-roll the substat enhancements of a level 20
Oh,
artifact.
it allows you to
Yo,
re-roll.
really?
Okay,
Yeah.
that is
Before
very
each
nice,
reroll,
actually.
You get to specify the types of substats you want to prioritize. After the result is
Ah,
revealed,
okay,
you can
this
choose to
is
either
very
keep
nice.
The original substat configuration, or
That is
accept the new
huge.
one.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact from the grave. Like,
2 still went
I
into
mean,
defense.
Yeah, really powerful, right?
The flat
Starting in
defense
5.7,
still.
Travelers who participate in the new permanent event.
They should have
Stygian
shown a better
Onslaught,
example
will
of
be
that.
able to obtain a total of 3 Dusts of Enlightenment per version for free. And the
The re-rolling
Gnostic
thing
Hammer and
is
Gnostic
very
Force
nice,
rewards
though.
will feature 1 each.
Oh.
Plus, during version 5.7, travelers will be able to claim 2 Dusts of Enlightenment directly from their in-game mailbox after logging into Genshin Impact.
Yes.
Okay, let's just pause to take that in for a sec. Oh, but I do have a question. So, according to the devs, the rewards for clearing the level 5 difficulty in the new permanent event can only be obtained by completing it solo.
And that's fine by me.
What if that level of difficulty is a bit much for some people?
Yeah,
Tough.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll hard carry you.
Whoa.
Well, I will come in, and the strongest travelers in Teyvat will come in to help us out. Specifically, we're talking about travelers who have cleared an even higher level of difficulty. The characters used to complete those battles become exalted ones.
Oh.
Then, when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including exalted ones in their lineup.
Ah, so you can use...
Cool. So travelers can help each other even outside of co-op.
So it's just a
I like
buff
that.
on,
And I
like,
need that.
more used
Wait,
characters then?
Hold on. You
I
mentioned
think.
an even higher level of difficulty just now. I thought level 5 was the highest.
Yeah, well,
Interesting.
clearing level 5 solo unlocks a secret level of difficulty. Level
So the
6,
whales are gonna come in
dire
clutch.
difficulty.
Oh, no.
Once you reach level 6, it's
110.
dire straits. There are no companions to turn to for comfort. No promise of primo gems to drive you forward.
What?
Nah, no
Just
primos.
formidable enemies and an unrelenting
No, thank you.
desire to prove yourself.
Okay, that definitely sounds dire. So you're telling me travelers really don't get anything in return for accomplishing something like that?
Well,
Maybe an achievement?
we'll
I'll
just
take
have
the
to
5
wait and see
primos.
now, won't we?
What? I can't wait.
All right, that's it for Stygian
I'll take
Onslaught.
anything, man. Just give
a reminder,
just give me like
the
5
outbreak period
primos.
begins the second Wednesday after a version update, or 8 days into the new version. So don't forget to gather your friends and get farming when the time comes. All right, time to lock in. Travelers might also be excited to hear that the next installment of the Traveler's Tales is coming in
Ah.
version 5.7.
Okay,
So
slay.
before
Last
they
time was so
cha-
much fun. We got
Jesus,
to reunite
slay,
with so
yeah.
many old friends and make a lot of great new memories.
So this is
Yeah.
probably one last
Why don't
test
we take a look
before
at some of the
they
encounters in store for us this
incorporate
time
this
around?
into Nod Krai.
Whoa, hang on a sec. So Tom was back in Mondstadt?
Hey, look at
and he's
that.
drinking with Kaya at the Angel's Share?
Huh.
That's cute.
I never thought about it before, but now that I see it, yeah, I feel like they totally make great drinking buddies.
I think Toma makes Nuvolette with
Looks
the
like he's got quite the
Melusines.
posse
That's
around
so
him.
cute.
Oh, it's so cute. I want to know what they're talking about.
Oh, and it looks like
Oh,
Dory's in
Dory.
Inazuma.
Ugh,
Is she trying to sell something to Sayu?
Oh, of course.
classic.
Oh, no.
Can we get Yai
Someone
Miko on
save
her?
Sayu.
That'll be
She's too
great.
innocent for Dory's schemes.
Honestly, though, a crafty merchant like Dory could show up anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised. I bet we even run into her and Nod Krai at some point.
Please don't.
Oh, I wonder how many other friends will show up this time.
From what I've heard, it's quite a few. So keep a lookout while exploring the open world, travelers.
Ooh.
Being able to run into characters in the open world
Getting
is
to see
such a
Kiara
nice
again.
addition. I wish it was part of every version.
Right? I know.
The
It really
Nuvolette-
makes
the
open
Nuvolette
world
ones are
feel
good-
more
definitely gonna
alive
be
and
very fun.
interactive.
Yeah, and luckily the devs feel the same way. The devs have said that making Traveler's Tales a permanent event is in the works.
Yep, for
so
Nod
travelers
Krai,
can
we
look
know that.
forward to that sometime in the future.
Yippee! Finally,
Yippee!
Overflowing Abundance is returning at the end of version 5.7. Travelers can look forward to double the talent and weapon ascension material drops, so don't miss out.
In addition,
I think I need to
new
find some of
Envisaged
the
Echoes
materials for
challenges
that.
will be added in
for our
version
weapon anyway.
5.7.
Oh, for the Raiden Shogun in Shenhe.
Oh, Shenhe's Echo is so cool. I see sigils and pops of
I was about to say,
red in
what was
there.
coming off
Okay,
is
girl, very
the sigils.
fitting.
And the Raiden Shoguns like petals floating in the wind. The purple matches
I'll definitely
so
pick up the
well.
Raiden Shogun
Yep,
one.
so if you want to claim them, make sure your
I use her
characters
more
are
often.
ready. Travelers can also look forward to some Genius Invocation TCG updates,
TCG.
including new character and action cards. You can now add Mawika and Sweet Lolly and Chaska to your decks.
Don't miss out, Genius Invocation fans. All right,
One
that
shots
brings
everyone.
us to the system optimizations that travelers can look forward to in the new version.
First up
What's
is an
resource
improved
management?
resource management feature for mobile players.
Oh.
Only
Simply
mobile?
put,
Ugh.
it's a practical update designed to reduce the package size of the mobile version.
I mean, that's
Dude,
still good for
nice.
them
I
though.
feel like our phones will thank us.
Huge.
Mhm. After the 5.7 update, travelers will receive a pop-up notification
Spiral
after opening
Abyss
Genshin Impact on
optimizations.
mobile,
That's going to be
asking them
interesting.
to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary resources for daily gameplay and optimize the resource usage for some Archon quests, story quests, and hangout events.
Okay, so that means clearing out some old quest resources to save storage space, right? But what about players whose progress is a bit all over the place? How does that work?
Don't worry, the dev team has accounted for that.
So what?
The
You can
system
get
will
rid
provide
of
different guidance and solutions based
previous
on account progress
like
and quest status
kind of
to
data.
ensure that travelers still have a smooth gaming
Maybe.
experience. And when you need to start an Archon quest, story quest, or hangout event that
Ah,
isn't enabled,
okay.
the system will download
This is
the
a very
required
nice
resources
change.
as needed.
Oh, slay.
Again, it's only
Yup,
for mobile
so
players though.
travelers who haven't updated the mobile version in a long time might be able to free up quite a bit of storage space with this optimization.
I need that.
Which is upsetting.
And
It
sounds
would be
like a
nice to
great
have this on
option for
PC.
cross-platform players who maybe rely on mobile more for the small stuff.
Yeah, of course, if you don't have storage concerns, nothing has to change. You can just choose to keep all game resources instead.
Oh, does this
And
also apply to
setting
the
can be
PC?
changed at any time in the Paimon menu, where you can choose for completed quest resources to be automatically cleared in future version updates, or for all game resources to be updated as normal.
Oh, okay.
This should also make it easier for people to try out Genshin Impact for the first time.
Yup. For further details, be sure
I
to
mean,
check
again,
out the developers
any
discussion
kind
as
of
well as future
resource
announcements across
management
Genshin Impact's
in any type
official
of game,
accounts.
always
Okay,
just very
and
welcomed.
You will now be able to directly use fragile resin to claim rewards
Oh
from
my
Leyline
God!
blossoms and
Finally!
common challenge domains like artifact and
Yippee!
talent material domains. This also applies to the artifact
makes
drops
things
in the
so
new
much
permanent
easier.
event we introduced earlier.
Yes.
Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin, so that means you get triple the drops. Should save a few trips to the crafting bench, that's for sure.
Also, the Adventurer Handbook will now have guide entries
Again,
for
it
40
doesn't.
resin bosses.
It's not too much of
That
a
should be
time waste.
helpful
It
if you run into a boss
only
you're
takes like
not
a few
quite sure how to
seconds to
crack.
go there and
And
turn
the
it into
icons will
resin.
be displayed in
Oh
the
well.
order the bosses were unlocked, which
Yeah, but
should
it's
make
still
it more
nice.
intuitive to navigate.
All
Sometimes
right,
I even
let's
forget I
move
have
on
it.
to some optimizations for the Spiral Abyss. When moving to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh, easy.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12. If you're not satisfied with your performance,
Okay, that's
you
very
can
nice.
also restart the challenge directly from the finalization screen.
Nice. Small things here and there really add up over time.
Mhm.
They do?
Yeah. So hopefully these optimizations make for a better experience overall.
All right.
I mean,
that
I'll
was
take 'em.
another long one, you guys.
I
but
do
it's
hope the
not
quest
over
resource
yet.
thing
A
is
mystery
also
guest
for
left a message
PC.
for us. So let's check it out along with the third redemption
Mysterious
code.
guest.
旅人の皆さんこんにちは、鈴木愛理です。
White star.
今回ゲーム原神の皆さんと一緒にお仕事をすることになりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私は、スカークというキャラクターのアニメー
Animated
ション
short
テーマ
Star
ソングの
Odyssey.
スターオデッセイという楽曲を歌わせ
Ooh.
ていただいたんですが、この
Okay.
楽曲は全編英語で世界各国というか世界にこう届ける歌ということで、もうすべて英
Huge.
語の詩なので、私にとってはこの世界に入って初めての経験でとてもドキドキしたのですが、
Hey, impressive
皆
though.
さんと一緒に気持ちを共有できたらいいなと思って今からとてもワクワクしています。スカークの歴史を聞いてすごく強いけど
Man, it's always great when we get to see an animated short.
そんな
And it's going to be
強くてかっこい
focusing on
い
Skirk.
女性っていうの
of
を
all
頭に
people.
置きながら歌を歌いましたので、その気持ちが届くと嬉しいです。この楽曲はショートフィルムと同時公開されます。
God, that's going to be so good.
あれでした。
Peak patch. I can
OMG!
already know.
Animated short for Skirk and a song. Let's go!
So excited.
So
That's
exciting.
so exciting. Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of our announcements. For
Man,
this version.
this patch is
That was a whirlwind.
gonna be so much
certainly
fun
was.
with how much lore it's gonna be bringing
What
to
are
the
you all
table.
looking forward to the most? For me, I have to say, although it's a little biased, I am clearly excited for everybody to meet Dahlia.
Yes.
But you know, I'm also really excited about the new permanent content like Stygian Onslaught. How about
Again,
you
I have to
guys?
look more into that.
It's kind of hard to pick just one. I mean, I'm excited.
I know, there is a lot
in
course.
to be
TCG,
looking
but,
forward
like, I'm also
looking forward to
really
in this
excited
patch.
To see Nebilet, my fave, in the Traveler's Tales.
Yes. Well, I'm really excited for. I might be a little biased as well. I'm really excited for Skirk.
Who?
Wow, really? I am also so excited for Dahlia, and like we've been waiting so long for these characters, and
God, these 2
also
weeks cannot come quick enough.
Dainsleif, I'm so excited, and that animated short, oh my gosh, and also of course the lore girlies. We are eating so well.
Lore
this
girlies.
patch. I'm so excited for that twins quest.
Yes, I feel like it's clear from the last few patches that the story has really been amping up lately.
100%.
And this version seems to be no exception.
Yeah, right? I mean,
We might
pretty
also
soon
get
we'll be
potential
in our
Shade
fifth
lore as well,
year of
since that's becoming a lot
adventuring.
more
I can't
common now.
believe it. It feels like it was just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're really getting to see how a lot of elements that seemed separate at first are starting to converge.
Mm-hmm. And after what we saw in the dev team's Nod Cry teaser, I'm even more excited to see how the story unfolds from here.
More of the
Right?
behind the
And
scenes,
we
but
hope
okay.
travelers have fun doing the same.
Okay, so that's it for the Genshin Impact version 5.7
Huge,
special
man,
program. Thank you so
huge.
much for tuning in, everybody.
I don't think we're going to be getting
Astra,
like a
Asa,
teaser at the end of
travelers,
this.
and happy
That'll be around
adventuring!
5.8.
Can I get 5 big booms?
Boom! 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 Boom!
We may
Oh,
get a
Wait a second.
teaser afterwards.
It looks like another friend from
Oh.
afar is rushing over to share some interesting news.
Okay, actual more information. Huge. Not Cry? I think. Or is this Fontaine?
Nod Cry.
No, it is Not
An
Cry.
ever-changing landscape of ruin. A marvel corroded by time. In the forest, where the nights were once undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the wild
Who's
hunt's
talking here?
shadow grows.
I can't pin it to a
There are
voice.
those who bear the name of Frostmoon, living where the silver
God,
light
I'm so
shines.
excited for Not Cry, man.
Others carry the torch, fending off the darkness and cold with their blades.
Mhm.
I hear that the Snolan Fae still yearn for the frosts of old, while the Fatui look to the
Oh,
stars
the
above,
music.
trying in vain to seize the false firmament.
Sees
Then
it.
there are the nights,
Oh, the Tari.
draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long and arduous mission.
Vodka!
My friends, of course, shan't be outdone.
Alice?
They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this edge of the world.
Oh, that's a full-on view.
And just as the stone
Huge.
craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze.
Wow, okay, I
Pour me
didn't...
another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind. The story.
Yo, that
is
looks
about
so
to begin.
sick. Was that Alice talking? Holy man. I did not expect to see Alice up front like that. Damn. Holy dude. That's so good. What an amazing live stream.